Hey guys, just doing a quick video on which phone I would buy if I could only buy one phone between the Oneplus 3 and the Axon 7. Now, I did buy both of these because I was in the market for a phone and I like to have a decent backup, so I actually did purchase both of these. And they're both great phones, but if I could only afford to buy one, which one would it be? As far as build quality, they're both very similar. They feel different in the hand, but they're both all aluminum construction. I think the Axon 7 is a little more comfortable, but most people are throwing a case on it anyway, so I don't know if that really comes into play. I really do like the notification slider on the Oneplus 3. I wasn't sure if I really thought it was that great a feature or not, but it is actually a usable feature, and I do like it. As far as the cameras go, they're very similar cameras, 16 megapixels versus 20. I think the Oneplus 3 might take a slightly better picture. I think the Axon 7 might take a slightly better video. So it's really a toss up there. As far as the front-facing cameras, I believe they're both 8 megapixel, both USB-C. Now, which one would I pick if I could only pick one? I think would be the Axon, and I'll tell you why. The audio on the Axon is awesome. If you're just listening through the handset, there's no comparison between the two. The audio on the Axon is way better than the audio on the Oneplus 3 for music, movies, whatever you put it through. Now, if you put headphones on, once again, the Axon is going to have the advantage due to a high quality digital audio converter and high power output. So that's another reason why I'd go with the Axon. They both have fingerprint scanners, both fast fingerprint scanners as well, just different placement. One's on the front, one's on the back, but they're both quick. Once you get used to the activation of the Axon 7 being on the back, it's really, I think, every bit as quick once you get the hang of it, reaching back and put your finger on the button back there. They differ slightly in the operating system. You have Oxygen OS against the Axon's, what is it, My Favor operating system. And once you give this operating system a chance, it's actually not that bad. It's a little heavy. My Pop, okay. It's really not no, it is My Favor, okay. My Pop is a feature. Actually, this is the My Pop feature right here, which I'll show you really quick. If you turn that on, it brings up this arrow, so you can just use this arrow as a back button. Now, if you swipe it quick, you can actually have brings up a quick menu, and then if you press it and hold it, it brings up a menu where you could, take a screenshot or power off, restart, mute, lock the screen, full volume, all off there, just by holding this down for a second. Which is actually a pretty nice feature. If you press the power button on the OnePlus, you have this ability to take a screenshot instead of hitting the volume down and home button or however any phone sets it up. I actually do like that feature of the power button, bringing up an option for a screenshot. But you also get that now with this, if you just hold that for a second. So that's pretty good. And actually with the screenshot, if you take a screenshot, take a screenshot, you can actually write over the screenshot and then save it, so you can put notes on it, do whatever you want with the screenshot, and that'll save it, which is actually a pretty nice feature if you just want to do quick screenshot and then point something out in it. Let's see where we go. Screenshot, hit the paintbrush there, and I can actually point to this folder right here using the screen and just highlight something, which is a pretty nice feature. I didn't even think about putting that on the video. That's hopefully that doesn't make it too long. That I just went on that little excursion over there. The last reason, quick reason why I'd choose the Axon 7 if I could only buy one of these, is it's already Daydream compatible. So Nougat's coming out, and I think Axon ZTE is going to be much quicker to put out Nougat than OnePlus. And I'll even put money on it that Axon will definitely beat OnePlus to nougat for this device, because they're going to want to get this out so you can use your Daydream compatible headset in a headset unit and start enjoying it. So I guarantee you that ZTE will push out nougat super quick, much quicker than OnePlus 3. I believe the compatibility for Daydream requires the Quad HD display, which this has, and the OnePlus 3 does not. The OnePlus 3 does have what it takes for the processor, the Snapdragon 820. That's going to be fine. The GPU is going to be fine. Most of the other things I think on the Axon on the OnePlus would be fine anyway, but it's not going to be a certified Daydream compatible unit, which I believe the Axon is. So if I could only pick one of these, that would be it. And also the Axon Passport. If you buy an Axon, you get 2 years of accidental damage coverage. There is a, I believe, $70 deductible, but that's something you don't get at the same price point for the OnePlus 3. They're both the same exact price, $399. If you want a 2-year protection, you can get it for the OnePlus 3, but I think that's going to cost you another $80. So as far as value goes, the Axon would be the same. Would be what, $480 if you wanted to add a protection plan on it like OnePlus do. So ultimately, the OnePlus, the Axon 7, you're getting a free protection plan, which you'd have to pay for with the OnePlus unit. So as far as value goes, I think the Axon 7 is hands down the way to go. I mean, if you can afford both of them, why not? You know, you can switch off from time to time. They're both fantastic phones. But if you could only buy one, that's why I'd buy the Axon 7 for all the reasons I just listed. And that's my opinion on it. Thanks for watching. Hey, just finished this video and I just thought of two things. I was just reviewing it and I forgot to mention two things. The Axon has expendable storage, which the OnePlus 3 does not. So you can always pop in an SD card, throw in a nice big card in there, and have plenty of storage for all your HD videos and movies, whatever you want to throw on here. This is going to have plenty of storage. You do have the dual SIM on both, but one of the SIM trays on the Axon can be used for expendable memory, which the OnePlus 3 does not give you the opportunity to do. And the other reason that I forgot to add in the video is fast charging. They're both really come with really fast chargers. As a matter of fact, the OnePlus 3's charging system actually their dash charge might be a little faster than Qualcomm's 3.0 option. But now you want to talk about availability. Now, just about every phone that's coming out, it's Samsung. What do we got? I got my HTC 10 here in that beautiful red, which I don't use. Actually, I'm probably sending it back because I have these two other phones and they just it's just too close to justify the extra 100. Actually, I got this on sale for $550. That's a pretty good price for this phone, but it just doesn't make sense spending it. But point being, that HTC Qualcomm 3.0 fast charging, super quick charging, maybe a little bit slower than the dash charge, but not by much. It's not going to be a deal breaker. Samsung fast charge 3.0, Axon 3.0. So the more people, the more USB 3.0 phones that are out there, most of them are going to be using the Qualcomm fast charge, not the OnePlus dash charge. So as far as just versatility, the Axon's going to get it on that too. So if I have somebody that has an unexploded Galaxy Note 7, I can use their charger. If I know somebody that's got an HTC, I can use their charger. Some of the Windows phones, UHBC, they're using Qualcomm's 3.0 quick charge. So the availability for quick charging is just going to be so much better, just to be able to borrow cables and get the advantage of a fast charging if you borrow from somebody. LG is going to be quick charge 3.0. So you can borrow their cables and get a fast charger on your phone, just as if you had your own cables, which you're not going to be able to do with the OnePlus variant. Alright, that's I'm going to add this onto the video. Forgot it initially, so there you go. 2 more reasons why I'd choose the Axon. OnePlus fans, don't hate me. This is still a great phone. The OnePlus 3 is a spectacular phone. I just think price for the money, the free extra warranty, the expendable storage, I just think the Axon 7 has the edge if you're only going to be able to buy one of these. Thanks again for watching. See you on the next one. As soon as I posted the previous video, somebody commented on it and was curious about the quality of the display and also the brightness of the display on the OnePlus 3 in particular. And as it turns out, not by design but by accident, I had the OnePlus 3 at half brightness and the Axon 7 at full brightness, which I've corrected now. And I'm going to show you a little movie clip of the two. As I said earlier, the Axon 7 is Quad HD. The OnePlus 3 is standard HD. And during normal use, you're really not going to notice it. When you put on a headset, when Daydream comes out, you're definitely going to notice the difference between the two for sure. But just normal use, you're really not going to notice too much. So now they're at the same brightness, same scene in the movie. Serenity, by the way, awesome flick if you haven't seen it. And as you can see, both have an excellent picture. And like I said, during normal use, you're not really going to be able to tell a whole lot. I should mention also, which I didn't mention in the other video, that the Axon 7 also has a bigger battery. So that's another reason why, if I can only pick one, it would be the Axon. So that should be the end of the video. Anything else, if I forgot anything else, I'll address that at in the dialogue. If anybody has questions, I think this is going to be it for the video update. So, all right. Hope you found this helpful. And oops, just show you quick the difference between the. So now they're both at the same brightness. It's a slightly different picture. Actually, I tried loading the same picture, but the OnePlus 3 had would not let me crop it to give the same size, so it was actually spreading this one image out on several screens. So I got the closest I could. I didn't have time to transfer this screensaver over to that one. So yeah, it's pretty. I think you can get a good idea about the screen brightness. Maybe I should have spent a little more time getting the exact same background, but as you can see, they're both decently bright. It's not I have nothing to complain about with the display except with the lack of quad HD for Daydream. It's probably not going to be that good. And the headsets, the VR headsets are actually really cool. I've tried it on my Galaxy phone, and it's actually a very enjoyable format. So if you can get something that's Daydream compatible, just throw it in Google's headset and be able to enjoy that. I think it's definitely worth the price, and would definitely make the Axon 7 the phone I would buy if I could only buy one, even though the OnePlus 3 is an excellent phone. Alright, but if I can only pick one, all the reasons why I mentioned in this video is the reason why I'd pick the Axon 7 over the OnePlus 3. Thanks for watching again, and hopefully this did everything that answered all the questions that I neglected in the first shoot.